Hello everyone, and welcome to the 2014 Osu World Cup knockout stage. I am Mr. Color, today joined by co-commentator and map selector Tuglet.
Hello guys, hello Color.
And so today are the round of 16 of the first phase of the knockout stage of this Osu World Cup, and we're going to be beginning a first match of the day. And quite a big match we've got ahead of us is going to be China versus South Korea. What do you think about this match, Tuglet?
China coming out of first place on their own group without getting any disconnection. That is wonderful. And Korea coming out of second seed.
We've seen that they've had one of the scariest, probably, rosters of the group stage, and they handily won their group without too much trouble. Now, South Korea, we can't say, although they've been probably the scariest team in the past, we can't say they've had the same success in their group.
They lost a game to Germany, but they still prove that they are pretty strong.
Definitely, I think, even though people might be favoring China on this one, I think this is going to be a real clutcher, to be perfectly honest. The matchup with Germany was extremely high level, I think, and any team facing either Germany or South Korea is going to have a very, very hard time. And it looks like we're going to get going on some warm-up maps in a few here. We've already got our first one selected, going to be Omega Rhythm, 210 BPM version.
Oh, I hate this bit, man. All the speed ups.
Speaking of beat maps, could we maybe talk about the beat maps you've selected for this set of matches?
Okay, so okay, let's talk about band phase then.
Yeah, sure.
So, unlike what we had in group stages, I am not expecting any hidden bands here, because in my opinion it's relatively easy. Well, not easier than group stage, but still.
In proportion to everything else, you mean?
And I guess we'll see some Nomad and double time band this time.
That's interesting. It was true on the group stage. Most of the bands were oriented towards hard rock or hidden, so it's definitely something to look out for. We've had some double time, free mod, and no mod bands, but they were a little bit more scarce than the hidden and hard rock, and sometimes even all of the hard rock or hidden pool will get banned. So that is definitely something to look out for. In this matchup, oh, hello Raikou, what's up?
Not too bad, thank you very much. We aren't live, are we?
But what was I gonna say about the map pool? Yeah, so we've seen mostly bands of the hidden or hard rock pick, and yeah, what I was going to say is, I think in this matchup we're gonna see a lot of hard rock, either bands or picks, because I mean this Chinese team was really good with hard rock, and the Korean team was pretty much good with everything. So if there's one what I suspect will be used, it's gonna be hard rock.
I agree. Maybe in a different perspective. For these teams, hard rock may be used as a Nomad pick for them. It's like they are good on Nomad as they are good on hard rock. So maybe you can think it as an extension of Nomad pick.
And I guess this is a good thing to ask Raikou, since you've prepared the maps, you've practiced them. What do you think about the map pool for this stage?
Okay, well, my honest opinion on the hidden map picks this stage is, coming from a hidden player, there are a few points in the maps, and they all have one thing in common. A lot of picks seem to focus more on the spacing and how you manage your spacing and your cursor on a hidden play, which, as you know, is a lot more difficult to do without the guidance of approach circles. So I think, in a sense, a lot of people might think that the maps could be classed as maybe on the same level, or maybe some of them are easier, some of them are harder than the initial group stage picks, but I think on Hidden they really test the player's ability to control their cursor, and I think that's going to challenge people, and I think it's going to scare people away from Hidden a bit, but that is to be expected.
What do you think about the other mods, or the other maps in general?
Well, I'm actually a big fan of the Hard Rock map pool. Especially Pop-In Shower in particular. I think it's got a great range of motion. There's a lot of smaller streams, space streams, and a few jumps out there as well. And I think that's probably my favourite map in the whole map pool. And that will come as a surprise to people considering I'm not a Hard Rock player. But yeah, it's one of my favourites.
Yeah, Pop-In Shower, one of Rising Udon Games maps, very popular mapper for the Osu World Cup. I think pretty much all of their maps have been selected for Osu World Cup before. Insanely popular, and I look forward to seeing some of that as well. I was actually kind of interested in this free mod pool. I've talked to you before about how I considered one of the picks, New Astronomist, to maybe be kind of on the easy side. What do you think about this one?
Okay, well, I think... See, this is a tough one for me, because during my play in the UK team, I'm the hidden picker. So when it comes to free mod, I'm the guy who's expected to FC with the hidden mod enabled.
Yeah.
And this relates very close to the fact as what I was talking about the hidden picks this year. New Astronomist without any mods is reasonably simple in my opinion. However, with the addition of Hidden, it can be very tough to judge the increases and decreases in space settings in the streams that you see towards the middle of the song, which I think is going to trip quite a few people up, especially with the different timings as well.
Yeah, I see what you mean. The map does have a lot of spacing differences when it comes to streams, even if they stay at the same speed, so I guess you've got that to look out for. After the double time picks, I was actually kind of interested. I've seen how far we've come. I think it's been picked before, maybe not in the Osu World Cup, but it's been picked before as a double time pick. I know this for sure because I think I even picked it for our tournament before.
So I'm actually going to quote Jesse here, one of our other commentators, Jesus1412, who I'm sure will be with us at some point today. And he said this about the double time picks, especially how far we've come. He said that in terms of playability, it flows very well, as the 2013 maps did. There was a lot of distance spacing maps, if you know what I mean. It was very neat, it was very flowy, that sort of thing. And to an extent, I think with those maps on double time, he said this. He said, when you miss on a map like that, it is usually down to a very slight angle miscalculation, and you can't fully be sure where you miss, and that's where the term random miss comes from, I reckon. But with the other picks in double time, it's very obvious where you miss, because there's very fast streams and very big jumps which make you, I mean, it's very hard to go wrong. I mean, if you do miss, then it's because you've missed on a physical level, instead of misreading something, which I think is going to occur quite regularly on some of the little star patterns and perhaps some of the hexagons towards the end of the song.
Alright, well, we're gonna see what happens in this first warm-up. Omega Rhythm is China versus Korea. Let's see who takes the first warm-up.
I prefer this beat map in its original speed. This is actually a speed up version of the original song. And for a player like me who cannot play fast things, it's really tough.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of beat maps just sped up from the original.
Now, Toggle, I don't think you should be so hard on yourself. You're clearly the best player here.
It sure as hell's not gonna be me, so.
Don't be hard on yourself. I think there's a trend with the French players. They all seem to be very good. Doesn't matter what rank you are.
Yeah, I don't know about that. I haven't played enough to be good, to be quite honest.
Look at all the streams and sliders.
Yeah, I must say, some of these players are actually handling them very neatly. Profet and Spring Lane are doing good for China, and for Korea we've got Kirikaru, Math Class, Sarana Arbai, all with the full combo. Very, very good skill so far.
I want to give my honest opinion on Kirikaru. I think he's one of the best prepared players for this tournament, considering he already has 2 Osu World Cup victories under his belt. That could
definitely.
be 3.
Another kind of veteran of this Korean team, of course, is crazy. He's won the Osu World Cup as well. I don't know if it was only one time or twice. I can't really remember.
Yeah, it was once. It was OWC 2.
Yeah. I thought so.
It's actually twice.
It's twice?
It is.
Let's get my facts right on
World
that.
Cup 12 and 13. I mean, wait. Yeah.
Yeah.
2 and 3.
That was,
2 and 3, yes.
That kind of comes as a surprise to me, honestly. I only thought he participated in the first and second one, but my memory may be foggy a little bit, so...
I think this is going to be a very interesting match right now. We're playing Uplift Spice Omega Rhythm, 210 BPM version, so this is going to be very tough, considering it is a Karen map, who I much
and
admire,
actually, the map's over, so let's check out the results, but I think Korea has taken this one. And they did by 9.4 million points. Best score comes from Math Class with a full combo, very, very nice. He gets 25 million points. Profit is just behind him at 22 million points. Good score from China right there. And third place by Sayonara Bai, good performance as well. He gets 15 million points. And Korea is just going to take this first warm-up. Pretty good performance, very solid play from some of these players. Go Up Saivar actually seems to have struggled a little bit with this map. Lots of breaks, only 4 million points, but we'll see what happens in the next ones. This is the warm-up, so... people getting in shape, and ooh, looks like we're gonna play Blue Zenith next. RLC map, 4 dimensions.
Now this is a fun one, and I think we can relate to Freedom Dive with this one. It is an extremely stream-intensive map. I think it stands at 200 BPM, but towards the end of the song, the streams get progressively more space, and it becomes very difficult to keep up. You can ask some of the best streamers, and they'll tell you the same.
Oh, we'll see who can stream the best in those two teams.
And the difficulty name is 4 dimensions as well. In relation with Freedom Dive, this is pretty much stream heavy map. From my opinion, Gomo from Korea isn't a player who can play fast BPM. So maybe he might underperform here.
Oh, well, we'll see.
That's very possible. In fact, one of the things I like about this map, and is to be expected from RLC, I'm noticing the chat's going mad for RLC. I'm looking at you, Neroday. I'm looking at you. This was one of the first maps that introduced what I'm going to term now as sort of stream sets. So that's where a stream is split up into little divisions of maybe 4 notes, space 4 notes.
Yeah, I know exactly what you mean.
And I think this song definitely utilises that and makes players concentrate on controlling their cursor properly. Actually, a funny comment from Grey Laro. This is Freedom Dive's unranked twin.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, it's going to be just a lot of very spaced streams, and let's see how the players can do on it. And I guess this is a good point to mention before the actual match starts. For the for around the 16, the number of map wins needed to win a match has actually been bumped up. You now need 5 wins in order to win the match.
Okay, I'm going to correct a mistake I've made. I ran headlong into telling people this was RLC's map, based on the things I'd seen in chat. This is in fact KT Gster's map.
Yeah, but it's an RLC difficulty, is it not?
Is it so?
Yeah, I think it's 4 dimensions RLC.
That's very possible. Someone with an SS.
Yeah, very, very nice. Sarna Bai also good accuracy, but I think he broke.
He's trying to write my combo.
also got some information in from the LAC telling us that it's an RLC map with the difficulty by KTG star. Someone actually re-uploaded it.
Oh, okay, I see.
Thanks for that, LAC.
It looks like Prophet's actually tanking accuracy quite a little bit. He's under 90%. But with maps with streams like these, I mean, it's kind of to be expected. If you're not that fast on streams, you're gonna tank accuracy on some of these.
Absolutely.
I mean, I'd just be happy with keeping combo at this point. And so far, when it comes to keeping combo, Kirikaru and Math Class doing a fantastic job at that. Especially in Math Class, I don't think he has broken on any of the warm-ups so far. He looks in fantastic shape for this match.
I'm excited to see what he has to offer.
And it looks like we are starting to see some death streams over here, and really Math Class still going with a full combo. Very, very impressive.
China team looking extremely strong as well. I mean, both lineups look exceedingly scary today.
Oh, yeah, definitely. I think this match is probably gonna be one of our highlights of the day. Looks like Kirikaru doesn't really want to be playing this map anymore.
I'm not surprised.
Well, Delsun Bai is actually doing a very good job at the moment. Is that hold on, I need to check this out. Is this a team fail? It doesn't look like it.
But two of them failed.
Yeah, two from South Korea failed the map. So obviously the score advantage goes to China for this one. Math Class actually with the best score from South Korea. 1,300 combo, very, very impressive. 32 million points all by himself. Second place comes actually from Spring Lane with over 1,000 combo. He gets 29 million points. Also a very good performance this time for China. And Delsun Bai gets 24 million points. A very good performance. But of course, since Gomop Saivar and Kirikaru failed the map, there's a bit of a no contest. So, but that's it for our warm-ups. Let's see now. In a few moments, we'll be able to tell you which maps are banned for this match and which is the first map that will be picked. So, what do you guys think is going to be picked and banned for this one? I expect maybe a few Hard Rock bans because I think both these teams are quite potent at it. Maybe some double time, maybe some hidden.
In my opinion, I think China could use Hard Rock to their advantage, considering they have Webei, Macau, and Spring Lane. I also think Delsun Bai, also known as GGBY, I've seen him pull off some Hard Rock scores in the past. I would say the majority of players here would probably opt for some hidden bans today, and possibly how far we've come, based on my opinions earlier.
Okay.
But we'll see. This is just a projection for the rest of the day. We'll end up seeing some patterns.
Yeah, I think so as well. It's usually how it goes. But alright, the bans are in, and let's see. And like you said, it is some hidden bans are targeted as well as some Hard Rock bans. So I guess we were smack on the money there. The first map to be banned is going to be Izayoi Sakura, which I think is one of the hidden picks.
Yes.
The second one is Invisible, another hidden pick, if I'm correct. And the rest. Yep. That's actually really good. And the rest of them are Hard Rock picks. The first one being Sarabai Toshiki Kanashimi Tachiyo, you can tell I've practiced. And the second one being Pop and Shower.
So Pop
you should
and
give
Shower
a clap.
Ooh, and I also gonna go ahead and tell you guys what the first map is going to be. It's going to be Hiatus. So starting like we said with the Hard Rock map, the actually only available one. See how that goes. I'm actually quite interested. So this is the only Hard Rock map that we'll see in this match. This is probably going to be a decider for who gets the early lead.
Yeah, what players want to remember here, especially their captains, is the first match is what builds the momentum. So I think there's definitely a morale boost that can come from the first win. So let's see if you can pull this off.
Well, looks like so far Prophet and Spring Lane having quite a bit of trouble in accuracy, but it is just the beginning of the match. They have plenty of time to make it up. So far, very strong performance from both sides. Korea leading on accuracy alone. Kirikaru is still with a double S.
Prophet really is having a hard time on his accuracy.
Well, but he's still keeping his combo up, and that actually goes to China's favor as Gobab Saivar actually broke combo, which is probably gonna give China the lead. It does about 1 million points in the lead right now, but they gotta keep this one going. They'll soon buy with a very strong accuracy, so is Kirikaru.
I'm just gonna say, I would like to see China pull this victory, especially seeing how strong they were.
Now that South Korea have been defeated, it definitely has impacted their morale, and losing the first map like this would definitely not be a good way to start their match. But I think that we've seen Prophet right now just break combos, so they've got a shot at coming back here. There's another break from Prophet, but I think Saranarbai actually also combo broke before the spinner, so China's still in the driving seat at the moment. And Saranarbai's got to be kicking himself for that miss, because with 3 full combos against 2, China might be able to take away on the score here. But here comes a miss from Delsunbai, actually kind of keeps South Korea in the game at this point.
Commentator Kerr is coming strong today as well.
Oh yeah, definitely. And looks like Korea are going to take the lead back.
By far a fairly even match.
Yeah, definitely. Very, very close. Oh, another miss from the Korean side as Kirikaru breaks combo, so it's all up to math class now. And there's still 2 full combos going on the Chinese side. They take the lead back with Wobai Nimikao and Spring Lane with a very, very strong performance. We've got another miss from Kirikaru, and this time it looks like Korea is going to have a very tough time coming back. The map's almost over, and yeah, this first one is actually going to go to China. Very, very strong play, but in the end, it's 2 full combos against 1, and it's a win for China by 6 million points, with our best score coming from Wobai Nimikao. 21.6 million points. Very, very good performance. Second place comes from Math Class, decidedly on fire today, with another full combo and 21 million points as well. And third place is from Spring Lane, the other Chinese player. Very, very good performance from this Chinese team. They take the first one. Very good play on Hard Rock. Let's see if they can keep it up.
I generally expect the Chinese team to do best with Hard Rock, so I think this victory is not entirely unsurprising.
Yeah, and I think a good idea from the Korean side to ban 2 Hard Rock picks, because I think they figured out that this is where China will be the scariest, and shutting those down early is a good way to keep control of the match.
Very smart move from the captain of Korean teams.
So that's 1-0 to China. Let's see if Korea can bounce back, and we'll be announcing the next map selected once it comes up.
Will it be a double time pick?
It could very well be. I mean, South Korea to me is one of these teams that doesn't really care what mod it uses. It's just good at all of them. We could very well see a no-mod pick too. These are usually quite popular as well.
I think the no-mod picks this year are extremely diverse, testing every single player ability.
Yeah, definitely. I've noticed that while going through the list, and it's very lot of variety, and I'll be looking forward to those. But the next map has been selected, and it is, in fact, a no-mod pick. It is Sayonara Lechin Ultia. Another one I've prepared for, by Hujuni Saikyo P. So, this artist quite known for making some very fast songs that have been mapped, such as With a Dance Number or Number 39.
Indeed, Talent Shredder also.
Yep. So, this one definitely going to be a very interesting map to look out for. Looks like we've got a player swap for China.
Well, Prophet swapping out, pretty understandable. Considering his downs in his first match, it's better to swap out.
Yeah, Springwall is going to be replacing him.
Oh, that's a surprise.
Yeah, they've got other good players, Rebellion and Nano, D-San as well. We haven't seen too much of them so far.
I expect they'll save him for the double time picks.
Yeah, that's a good point. And doesn't look like Korea wants to swap players. We'll be able to step into the map in a few moments here, and here we go. This is our second one. Korea trying to make it 1-all. This is Sayonara and Lechin Ultia.
This is a fun one. Not exactly the easiest to full combo. I was playing it earlier. Very widely spaced streams throughout, compared to the other no-mod picks.
Yeah, that might play in favor or against some of these players here. Looks like we've got our first miss from the Chinese side. It is Wobani Macau breaking combo. And Sayonara Bai also broke combo, so far the scores are slightly leveled. Korea with a bit of an advantage, but since Sayonara Bai combo broke, it should crumble away.
I think some of these stronger double time players struggle a little bit with AR9. That's just a personal opinion, coming from someone who's played a lot of AR 10.3.
Indeed it is.
That's definitely possible.
Yeah, let's hear your opinion too, Gleb.
So, right now it's the
Kirikawa with the combo break.
time.
And so is, no, actually, Kirikawa is fine. Go up Saivar though, definitely with a combo break. So did for Spring Roll as well. So it sounds like we've got some combo breaks all over the place. Korea keeping the lead at the moment, but right now they should be fine since Spring Lane combo broke. But it's 2 full combos against 2. Or sorry, 2 full combos against 1. Wobani Macau broke early.
And just to all the people who are asking where Z-Trot is today, it's actually very, very early in the morning in America, so he should be asleep.
Yeah.
He works very hard. I think that's rather intimidating for many players to see the world number 2 playing against them.
Oh yeah, definitely, but if they've gotten to this point of competition, they've probably seen some very tough players already, so by this point. But it's always, I mean, I imagine it's always quite the experience to play against such a great team that is South Korea or China, definitely.
And my cat is up in my face, distracting me.
Oh, that's not good at all. And looks like the map is finished for now. I'm gonna let the stream catch up a little because I think it's quite behind since we've had some lag before. But I do see the results in front of me, so I'm not going to spoil it this time. You guys are just gonna have to wait, I guess.
Wait for the map to end.
I'm looking at the stream, the map's almost over. Yeah, there we go. We can announce the score. This is going to be a win for South Korea on this one. 16 million points, a decisive victory. The first place comes from Math Class once again with a full combo of 31 million points. Very, very nice. Second place actually comes from Delsun Bai, Chinese player. Very, very strong performance from him so far as well. 31 million points. And third place comes from a Korean player again, Kirikaru, almost with a full combo combo broke very late into the map. 30 million points he gets, so still a very strong performance. And Korea managing to make it 1-1, but the next map has been selected. It is going to be double time pick. How far we've come. We talked about this one, and it looks like we're going to see it early.
I'm glad this one's picked because I'm actually very interested to see how people control.
But I didn't expect this to come out from China team.
It looks like Prophet is stepping back in to replace Springroll.
I'm surprised we haven't seen anything from Zan today.
Let's see what they decide to do. And so far, this Korean roster proving to be quite strong, especially Math Class. I think he's really proved to be the star player of this Korean team so far. Here we go, the first double time pick. How far we've come.
It's always nice to see someone who previously hasn't been so heard of outside of the hardcore community to be noticed in an event like this. And this is typically the case with Math Class. The problem is people who don't include hidden into their mods and don't have good accuracy rarely get seen in the top 40.
That's
or
true.
50 rather. So they don't get their name seen too much. Whereas people like Sapphire Ghost seem to always get seen. Which is great.
Looks like we've got some early misses from Delsun Bai and Kirikaru. Warvine Mika also combo broke, it looks like.
I'm extremely surprised to see this. I think this is one of the easier double time picks. In fact, this is the easiest double time pick.
Oh, looks like some players actually struggling with it quite a bit so far. Korea's in the lead at the moment since Math Class, Gomo, and Saranara are doing a good job.
Indeed. I'm going to give you an insight into how I feel the players feel in this map. As an alternator, I feel like we have an upper hand, so I don't think I can give an accurate representation onto how it's like to single tap such a fast map, considering this is the highest BPM in the entire set.
Yeah. What made him come with another combo break?
Plus, patterns without sliders are pretty extensive and intensive, meaning there's a lot of focus on one finger.
Map is quite short also, so Korea looking in the driving seat of this one, and unless they combo break soon, they will definitely be taking this one away. But this last part of the map, very tricky, you can easily combo break.
Yeah, we get the triples at the end, a couple of very difficult sliders.
A Prophet combo breaking left and right here doesn't look good for China at all. Go up sidebar did miss for Korea, but Math Class and Kirikaru is standing strong, so sayonara bye. And not much in the way of combos for China apart from Spring Lane.
Yeah, big shout out to Spring Lane, he seems to be doing very well.
Yeah, sadly his team is not going to follow up, and that's going to be another win to South Korea, about 8 million points. And once again, a full combo from Math Class, taking the best score for this one, only 1/100. He's on fire right now, and it's definitely helping his team. Sayonara Bai taking second place with also 10 million points, 2 100s on only. Very, very nice as well. And our third place comes from Spring Lane, Chinese player, very, very good. Only 5 100s, very good accuracies on this one generally. But South Korea make it 2 now. After conceding early to China, they take the lead. Very, very strong play so far. And I can't give enough credit to Math Class. He's full comboed every map so far.
To be honest, I think he's holding the flag up today, and I have to say, after that defeat to Germany, which is the first defeat they've ever had since OWC 1, since its conception, I think they've really, this team is the flag bearers. They've got to keep that team strong so they can win the OWC again and keep the Korean legacy going, which I think is expected, but maybe not so much this year after their upset.
I mean, this is true that this loss really puts them in kind of a dark horse situation where they've lost before, so who says they won't lose again? But it is South Korea, 3 times winner of the Osu World Cup, and
here's the map.
I am stopping my sentence because the next map is going to be New Astronomus. Now I know this map quite a bit since I've mapped a guest difficulty for it, which you should check out. No, I'm kidding. But
it's a good one. It's very good.
The map will be the difficulty we'll be playing is not mine anyway. New Astronomus, one of the 3 mod picks. Definitely gonna be interesting to see what we get on this one. I'm definitely expecting some hard rock plays from the Chinese side. And were you saying that the as a hidden player, this one caused you a bit of trouble?
This is gonna sound bad, but it didn't particularly cause me any trouble. I'm sorry, guys. I mean, I think I practiced it a lot. I mean, I'm just gonna say that I practiced this map an awful lot, so this map seems to, it just gets easier with practice, as does anything. But as personally, I think my opinion on this map is because there's such differentiating spacing between the streams, people are always going to have trouble controlling their cursor, because especially under the pressure of the OWC. I mean, you've seen how people react, you've seen how people can miss on the easiest maps, and this is one that really takes precise control, precision, that sort of thing. So I think this is going to cause some upsets.
Mess up your aim and you're dead on this one.
So I mean, you have the Chinese team. Prophet is one of the most consistent S players, you know, and you've got Delsu and Bai who holds the top score ranks. So these are the people you expect to have the most consistency in maps like this, since they've done everything.
It looks like Springroll's going to replace Prophet for this one.
Indeed. And I think this is one of our more modern maps, so it's been mapped in a very technical style.
It is. Mapper is Jaws 445, usually pretty experimental with his maps. Fan favorite as well. Yeah, and as expected, Wobai Nimika with the hard rock, and actually Delsu Bai with the hidden, and for Korea we've got Math Class and Kirikaru with hidden. Not exactly the mods I was expecting. Let's see who takes the upper hand here.
This song is relatively easy towards the start. It's very consistently spaced streams at a very low BPM and a very small spacing. However,
but it gets gradually harder.
Once the chorus hits, it it goes pretty ham. I think you've got the easy phase here, then you've got a particularly rhythmical, syncopated stage after, and then we go full-on space, you know, craziness.
Spring Lane quite having a hard time with his accuracy now.
Yeah, he's been taking accuracy for most of this. It looks like the first combo break comes from China with Spring Roll. Delsunbai looks like he's combo broke as well.
For people who don't know, Delsunbai, also known as GGBY, currently holds the rank 1 top score. As in, he has the most accumulation of score in the world as it stands.
There's a combo break from Kirikaru as well, and Sayonara Bai and Go Up Saiwa with the double S at the moment. Coming up on the highlight of the map, and let's see how many players can full combo this.
I'm expecting full combos from Kirikaru in math class, but hey, hidden.
Well, math class seems to be doing a fine enough job. He might FC with hidden here. Here's another miss from Spring Roll, and looks like Korea's just gonna take this one without too much trouble. Gumop Cyber does miss, so does Kirikaru, but it does look like Korea's gonna be able to hold on. Delsunbai with a miss as well. So looks like Spring Lane is going to be the only one to full combo for his team, and it looks like there's gonna be 2 full combos, maybe even double S from Sayonara Bai. Let's check out the results. And it is Korea taking the 3rd map away by 10 million points with a double S from Sayonara Bai, and yet another full combo from Math Class, this time with hidden. Very, very impressive. Math Class with this mod actually takes 1st place with 12.7 million points. Very strong play. 2nd place goes to Sayonara Bai with his double S. Very, very strong. 12 million points he gets. And 3rd place actually goes to Spring Roll. Wait, no, from not Spring Roll, Spring Lane. There you go. It finally tripped me up. I know he would eventually. Who actually tanked accuracy quite a bit. Look at that, and only 90%, but he does get the full combo with 11 million points.
He probably had a hard time with the slow stream, I guess.
Yeah, that can definitely trip you up. I mean, I've tanked accuracy so much on this map before. It's definitely hard to keep up. In the slow streams like these, you're not usually used to seeing them too much, so when a map heavily relies on them, you can definitely tank accuracy if you're not prepared. Another map with quite slow streams that people used to completely tank accuracy all the time. There were 2 of them actually. One of them was I think it was 2 years ago, Macquill So Chill, another Child's 445 map.
Yes.
Exactly, yeah.
That's one of my favorite maps of all time.
And another one, quite popular one, was Shining Wizard, one from Land Wings.
Oh, we have a double time pick again.
Yeah, unfinished, it seems like.
This one's one of the faster maps. This is the one that has the real tough double time streams, which I think that the Koreans will handle very well.
I don't get Team China's strategy here. I don't get it.
Well, ever since they've won that Hard Rock pick, they've been struggling, and the Korean side has done a good job closing out the other Hard Rock picks, so they can't use that. So they have to find another strategy here, and it looks like so far they've just been caught out by an amazing Korean performance.
I have to say about this map, on double time, the streams actually hit around 230 BPM, but they aren't particularly long. So this is really going to manage people's burst ability.
And it looks like we've had some very, very early breaks from Delsunbai and Prophet at the very beginning of the map.
What people have to remember is pressure is a thing in this World Cup. So if people are missing on things that they wouldn't usually miss on, or already have like a double S on hidden double time in their own time, things change when you're under this sort of pressure.
Oh yeah.
And it's very real, and I can say that as a competitor in the Osu World Cup.
That's definitely true. So far, Korea is in the lead. Very, very strong performance from all their players. 4-way full combo right now. Prophet for China. His combo broke against, and Delsunbai also broke for China.
Decent green for China. Like, they should have picked something different, like non-mod or free mod instead.
Well, it just looks like Korea's good at everything, and they've been consistently good in every World Cup. So this comes as no surprise. Woebine Macau this time with a combo break, and it looks like Spring Lane is pretty much all alone on this team with a full combo against 4 full combos in the Korean side. And I just don't see China coming back from this one.
Oh, I didn't expect this to happen. Like, at their first score, I thought it will be a good game for China, but things are turning out in a weird way.
They've been very, very good on that first pick, and then I just don't know. So many random combo breaks that have just killed them. And Woebine Macau, you can see, already knows that it's over. He's just cursor dancing at this point. I mean, you can't really close out a 20 million points leads when all full players in the opposing side are getting a full combo.
I would not hesitate to call this a strategic fail.
There you go, here comes finally the first combo break in this map from the Korean sides. There's actually a lot of players who broke there. Let's check out the results, but this is a pretty dominant victory actually for South Korea. Let's refresh that a little bit. There we go. 29 million points, so definitely a dominant performance from the Korean side. And this is the first map that Math Class will not full combo.
Oh.
First place actually comes from Spring Lane, the Chinese player. He gets a full combo and a very, very good score. Pretty much the only player in his team to match up with the Korean team, and it's too bad for him because he's been successfully pulling very, very good scores, but his team just does not follow. And for the other scores, Kirikawa actually combo broke, and he's a bit behind on score since he broke a bit earlier than the rest of the players. He's at 17 million points. The rest of the Korean players at 18 million points. Serenar by with a full combo. Very, very strong performance overall.
And now for the last pick. I mean, not maybe, but it could be.
It seems to be headed that way. It's 4-1 to South Korea. If they make it 5-1, it's over. Well, it's not over, but China will be entering the loser bracket.
Oh, now we have a normal pick.
That we do is going to be Snow Prism.
It's quite odd that I expected to see some double time picks from Korea and some normal picks from China, but it's actually the way around.
Yeah, it's actually been the other way around. I guess Korea's just confident that they can pull wins on Nomad, and when you're China, you're just trying to find weaknesses in your opponent, but looks like double time wasn't the way to go.
So I have some things to say about this map. As someone who's worked very closely with KTG on some of his maps, in fact I ended up ranking one of his maps very recently. He maps in the typical CS6, CS5, 4? I don't know. CS5 style.
5 or 4, I doubt 6 is ever used.
I should know this. This is really bad, but this is one of our this is one of my favourite maps in the map pool so far, just because of his use and his somehow, I don't know how he does it. He just manages to do it very well.
I know the song very well, for one thing, so we'll see how that goes. But right now for China, this is make or break, definitely.
Indeed. KTG certainly knows how to work with streams in this circle size.
Yeah, this is definitely circle size 5. It looks like we've got our first break card. It actually comes from Math Class for Korea, so China with a bit of an early lead. Let's see if they can keep it up.
This is certainly one of those trip-up maps. This is something that you have to really be used to. It's almost like playing Hard Rock but without the mod, or without certain difficulties. It's just decreasing the circle size. What's very important is cursor control here, and aim really comes into play.
Well, I would expect on such a map China would have the upper hand, and there's another miss actually from math class. Seems to have lost his groove a little bit on this one. But China looking in the driving seat right now. Very, very strong performance from all the players. Wobai and Macau very, very close to the double S, and actually I should mention Kirikaru with a double S at the moment.
So there's people asking, have Poland played yet? No, they did not play until 5 PM tonight.
Yeah. And there's another miss, this time for Gomop Saibar, and China looking like they may come back here. There is a miss from Del Sunbai, but it shouldn't matter at this point since Kirikaru also combo broke. Profit, Wobai and Macau and Spring Lane all holding strong for China right now. They are about 6 million points in the lead. It looks like you're gonna make it.
This map certainly tests stop-start motion.
They're just alive for a little bit longer here. They are going to make it 4-2 with a very, very strong performance. They've definitely outplayed Korea on this one. Let's check out the result. We've got a 9 million point win to China. Very, very nice. They come back in a great fashion. The top score goes to Wobai and Macau with only 6 100s and a full combo. He takes first place. Second place is from Sayonara Bai, the only full combo from the Korean team actually. We've got only 10 100s on this side. Very, very strong. He gets 9.8 million points in third place. Right behind Sayonara Bai is Spring Lane with 12 100s. He gets 9 million points as well. Very, very nice score from this Chinese team. They make it 4-2. Let's see if they can complete the comeback, but it's going to be difficult. They have to force Korea into a tiebreaker to have hopes of winning this one.
What's worth mentioning is the tiebreak. The tiebreaker, although not seen yet, is this map, but on steroids. It's very, very difficult.
Oh, we'll see if it comes into play.
Cool. Absolutely, I'd like to see it because some of the transitions from sliders to notes to sliders are spaced just far beyond what is expected. Very, very tough map.
And for Korea right now, I'm thinking if you want an easy win, just pick the remaining double time pick. You've been dominant on both double time picks so far. The third one should complete the victory, but we'll see what the third, what the next map is. I actually have not seen any hidden picks either so far, so there's only one available, is Music Revolver, but see if that comes into play.
It's not gonna be picked, I guess. It has points to choke, so...
Yeah, I guess you're right. The next map is actually going to be another Nomad. It's going to be Matryoshka, the LAN version, not the Gao version. Now I'm saying this because the Gao version for this map was actually rated Map of the Year 2010, so quite a ways ago, but I do remember it winning Map of the Year.
What's actually worth mentioning is one of the most played maps in the world, and the first map I ever played on this game.
Oh, well, there you go. But this is the LAN version, so...
This is the more sort of, I guess, real
modern
version in terms of singing. Modern. That's just the word before I get stick for telling people that this was the real version.
I mean, this was mapped more recently than the other Matryoshka version, so modern is just the term that comes to mind when describing it. It looks like we've got a bit of a player swap for China right now. Let's see, Prophet is left and is going to be replaced by Rebellion. First time seeing him in this match to see how he does. Alright, here we go, Matryoshka.
I think Korea right now has only 4 players, I guess.
It looks like they're doing fine with only just that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I can definitely see by the mapping style this is a more recent map than the other Matryoshka map.
It's also a different song. It's actually a different MP3 entirely in a very different style. I think this is one of the more... This is sort of a calmer version, even though it's nothing calm at all. The other one is extremely hyper, very fast, and has a very different sort of 2011 mapping style. Almost like 0108 back in his glory days, if I can say that without being kicked.
And the first miss actually comes from Sarnar Bai from Team Korea. So looks like China once again gonna be able to take an early lead. Let's see if they can keep it, but so far so good for them. Wobai and Macau holding out with the double S. Gomup Saivar and Kirikar with the double S as well.
It goes in a pretty similar way with Korea versus Germany.
Yeah, you're quite right. In that match, South Korea were in the lead to win the match, and they choked it away to a tiebreaker, so they definitely do not want to experience that again, but so far, it's looking that way.
If that happens twice, then it'll be very tough for Korea to handle the rest of the tournament.
Well, at least they're not outright out because of the loser bracket we've added this year. But it's definitely not something they want to happen this early in the knockout stage.
I think the loser bracket is actually really something to look forward to because it gives people a second chance and it gives the players an opportunity to sort of relax and experience the competitive experience without, I guess, winning anything, which takes a lot of the pressure away.
Oh, here's a miss from Delsun Bai from the Chinese team. Korea gonna be able to take advantage of that, probably take the lead back even. That's a break, but it's looking like Korea want the lead back. Kirikaru and Gomup Saivar with a double S, but it looks like actually Math Class also has a very close to a double S full combo, 99.81%, very impressive, and Korea will take the lead back.
Math Class really impressing today.
It's his day.
Absolutely.
I've noticed him before for how good he was on some of these maps, but today he's really showed up to the competition. Oh, looks like a few combo breaks from the Korean side actually. Sarna, Bai, Kirikaru, and Gomup Saivar all missed. Looks like a bunch of players actually missed for this one, and Korea is still with the lead since Math Class has the full combo going for him. Spring Lane with a good performance as well, but Sarnar Bai has a strong combo going, and so does Kirikaru. Yeah, it's just Gomup Saivar and Rebellion that have missed in this part. There is a bit of a score lead for South Korea, but if either Math Class or Kirikaru combo break in this late part of the map, it could all go to waste because Wobai and Macau still with the double S and Spring Lane with a full combo as well. Oh, but here comes the nail in the coffin for the Chinese team, a disconnection. Looks like Delsun Bai disconnected at the end of the map, and that's pretty much gonna be it.
Oh gosh.
This is a mishap.
Or maybe the map is already... Yeah, I'm guessing the map is already over and we're just behind. So... we might have... Yeah, definitely. The scores are in, so no disconnections. Thankful. But this is a win to South Korea. They will take the match 5-2. With a 5 million points. So it's actually quite a close match, but they will take it away. Math Class with another full combo, 34 million points. Wobai and Macau really close to a double S, only 1/100 and a miss. Spring Lane also with a full combo. Kirikaru really close to a full combo as well. And Sarnar Bai supporting with 28 millions. Korea will take it, and they will advance to the quarterfinals, while China are going to go down to the loser bracket, where I think they will either meet France or Poland in the other match, but we'll see how that all works later, I guess. But not a good beginning of the knockout stage for the Chinese team. They were up against one of the scariest teams to go against immediately, but that's definitely not the kind of start you want to have. And that's going to be it for this match. South Korea versus China, but we have another match incoming in a few minutes. It is going to be Australia versus the Netherlands.